there is one character in fiction who can be recognized by just one word. Explosion! As it would be said. And that character is Megumin from Konosuba. Now, everybody loves Megumin. She's funny, she's short, and she provides comedic relief for everyone watching. But there is a sinister part of this girl, which needs to be discussed. And I have 3 cases which demonstrate this perfectly, starting with the first season, episode 4. At some point in time, Megumin manages to convince the main character that she needs to unleash this explosion magic. So he caves. They've had many complaints from the townfolk about her loud explosions causing unnecessary damage to the local surroundings, but she still wants to do it. So he takes her as far away as he possibly can to an abandoned castle, where she begins her ritual. Now, this may seem harmless, as it seemed like that to the main character, Kazuma. But after the continuous, constant, and ritualistic daily pattern of this explosion magic, they are approached, impressed by Dullahan. It turns out that that abandoned castle was not abandoned, just by looking at it. It was this Dullahan's home that he just moved into, and he was scared for his life after the constant explosions happening outside and around his castle, like any normal individual would. So he kindly asked her to stop, but she refuses. She said that her explosion magic is so important that she's willing to put the lives of all these people at risk, just for her own selfish desires. Even after the Dullahan asked her why, she still refused. It was so bad that she angered this Dullahan and got a death curse placed on her ally, her friend, all because she didn't want to stop blowing up this man's castle. But the terrorism did not stop there. After the party leader Kazuma got arrested, for blowing up a dude's mansion, the ladies of his party come up with a plan. Megumin would use her explosion magic on the outskirts of town, waking everybody up and scaring the hell out of them, because her explosions are literally city level. Look how large this crater is compared to the city. She'll do this to bring attention to the guards, causing them to leave their outpost, giving Kazuma time to escape. But due to obvious restrictions, she had to do this multiple times, causing anguish and fear, putting terror in the hearts of the civilians living in that town. And she did it all for a guy that was arrested on treason? Sure. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there was many more ways for them to help Kazuma get out, without Megumin literally destroying the city around her. There was no need. But it gets much worse. So later on, the group is in the middle of kidnapping nobility, but they're stopped by the guards. All seems lost with their federal level crime, until the front part of the church gets blown off. It wasn't Megumin this time. It was Yunyun, Megumin's friend, who she gaslit into committing this heinous crime. And Megumin pulls up in the church to assist them kidnapping the bride. Megumin didn't even say anything, and she has everyone in the church scared because she is known as the crazy one. The girl that sets off so many explosions that everyone in the town is horrified of what she's gonna do next. She's short-tempered, and she's very dangerous. But the Lord of the Land doesn't care. He says it's a bluff. She's not willing to crash out over her crusader. But that's where he messed up. This excites her very much, and prepares a literal explosion that can destroy the entire town in one hit. All because he said that she wouldn't do it. And everyone's begging her, no, don't do it. We'll get him to be quiet. Please do not blow us up. We don't want to die yet. And Kazuma thinks she did a good job. But there's one thing he forgot. Once she already prepared her explosion magic and has the literal spell in the air already, it's only a matter of time before that explosion goes off. And everyone's trying to get her to stop, but she can't do anything. It's already too late. All they can do is hide in fear because they can't even run away from it, as she can't tease herself like that. So she lets off the explosion in the air, causing millions of dollars in property damage. But all of the people that she scared just because, the people that didn't even know what was going on, they must be traumatized beyond compare. And that's why I think Megumin is absolutely a menace to society.